Hey, welcome back everyone, Jayborino here, continuing To the Bitter End, a custom campaign for WarCraft 3, created by Soul Reaver. I'm feeling like I'm getting a little better, had some trouble on the last mission, but hopefully when we fight the inevitable boss of this mission, one of our best damage-dealing heroes won't get stuck in some unpassable terrain like last time. Alright, Chapter 5 Reunion. Despite their latest victory, the companions are feeling pressed on all sides. The unfathomable ferocity of their otherworldly enemies and the knowledge that Morganem is expending all his efforts in preventing the companions' reunion spurs them onwards with a terrifying sense of urgencies. The sands in the hourglass run low as the companions leave the warp and step onto the grim fields of war. So we will see if we're going to meet up with our fifth and final companion. I do know that it is 5 total. I mean, that's what was in the prologue, so I can only imagine we're going to have a max of 5. And, I mean, 4 is enough. It's hard to control all of them. They all have 5 separate abilities, too. This is much better. It may be cold, but at least there are no more blizzards. So which way is... Everyone stand back. We shall not let thee advance. Charge! They're fighting the Daruk. We have to help them. You won't have to tell me twice. Possible allies? This is good news. Thou art truly strange beings of an aspect I have never seen before. Thou didst arrive by the way of the dark portals used by our foes, and yet thou didst emerge within the blessed lands and fought at our side. If these creatures are your enemies, then we are your friends. We too are fighting Morganem. Thou dost fight like demons, and perhaps thou art similarly given to deception, but such is not for me to decide. We will escort thee to see my father, King Garamond. He will judge thee and decide thy fate. I really hope we're not about to make more enemies if they judge us poorly. Soren, my son, why didst thou come here, and what manner of guests dost thou bring with thee? I come to present to thee these creatures. They arrived during my defense of the Eastern Pass. They stemmed from one of the dark portals, yet appeared within the Blessed Lands, and they greatly aided our warriors in battle. They claim to be allies to our cause, but I'm uncertain as to their purity. I brought them to thee, Father, so that thou wouldst judge them if they speak truth or falsehood. I see. Then I shall determine their fate. Thou art indeed beings most strange, bearing weapons the likes of which I hath never seen, and with blood still fresh upon thee. Speak, why hast thou come here in such dire times? King Garamond, we are here only to find a companion who became separated from our group. We have no wish to harm you or your people. Indeed, we are the enemy of those who you seem to be at war with. I can faintly sense our friend nearby. This companion thou speakest of, what canst thou tell me of them? Her name is Sarah Poi. She is a young elven woman with blonde and silver-streaked hair. She is a peerless archer. She will always have her bow with her. She, too, is an enemy of Morganem. The maiden thou dost seek is here, within our citadel. She hath been our ally and protector. Well, that's good news. That is excellent news. Could you please ask her to meet... Thou dost rejoice prematurely. Sarah lies badly wounded. Were it not for our cleric's, death would have already taken her. What? How did this happen? I can tell thee where this tale doth begin for us, though I feel its true beginning doth lie far from here. It began when our orders sensed a disturbance of our world within the Blessed Lands. Never before in my lifetime had one of the dark portals opened so close to our sanctuary. We knew not then whether this was a sign from Radgar or an omen of evil to come. My son Soren, who was patrolling nearby, went to investigate. My lord, is she dead? Nay, she lives. Not even in dreams have I seen a maiden of such beauty. I doth sense divine power within her. It runs through her blood, stronger perhaps than even in thine, Lord. What shall we do? We shall bring her to the citadel. She will be safe there. Thou must understand that for years we've held back the advance of Morganem's Daruk forces. We have in the past seen and felt them use the same dark portals that we sensed upon Sarah's arrival. Thus, I was at first most suspicious. However, my bloodline, the Guardians, were in ages past charged with safeguarding the people of these lands from all evil by our god, Radgar. To give us the might to do so, we were gifted with a spark of divine power, and a blessing was placed upon the lands around our citadel, so that no evil could ever gain magical entry to it. Thus, upon seeing the unconscious maiden brought before me, I knew her to be of pure heart. Divinity and goodness filled her being, and how else could she have arrived within the blessed lands? I gave her shelter, and she soon recovered consciousness. Her memories of how she came to be here, however, had abandoned her. But when she did witness our struggles against the Daruk, she burned with righteous anger. Sarah joined our cause, and her powers quickly grew to legendary proportions. She slew our enemies and healed our wounded. But not all was well. Soon after Sarah joined us, Morganem suddenly brought all his forces to bear. Led by 2 of his generals, they began preparations for a full-scale assault. Is that a golden succubus? Their first attack was sudden, and our Templar could not hold them back. And then, during a chaotic retreat, a witch of Morganem struck Sarah with a venomous dart. Sarah managed to escape her pursuers before they could slay her, drawing her elven cloak about her and disappearing from their sight. When she did stagger back to our camp, she collapsed, her veins coursing with an unnatural poison. Sarah was brought to the citadel, her life ebbing fast. Meanwhile, Morganem's generals retreated temporarily. Using the foulest of magics, they did erect a barrier of flame and darkness that only their evil kin could pass. Our foes entrenched their positions behind this barrier. They constructed gateways of ensorcelled stone through which they could constantly bring reinforcements. Even now, they begin a massive siege against us. Alright, they are still using Void Children. We saw Void Children kill some Daruk in the last mission. This is where we stand. Sarah is being tended by our clerics. Their healing spells are helping to sustain her, but it will be some time before she regains consciousness. Our forces still hold the encampments that block the 4 passes to the north, but they will not hold the foe at bay for long. I doth fear the attack will come long before Sarah can recover and aid us. We have but one hope. I did send my elder son, Prince Theros, through the secret caves in the mountain to the east. He will ask the neighboring free kingdom for military aid. Though they too are sorely pressed, they may be able to help. Father, we are prepared to fight to the last, but I do not believe Theros will return in time. We shall never be able to hold out that long. Once their real assault begins, they will obliterate us. King Garamond, it saddens me to say this, but I think we are the reason why Morganem is so determined to destroy you. He must have learned that Sarah was here. His efforts against you are all ultimately aimed at killing us. My companion's words ring true. I, for one, owe you a debt of honor for protecting Sarah and caring for her. The least I can do, for both her and yourselves, is to offer my sword in your defense. Morganem shall taste no victory this day. Right, I was going to suggest the same thing. I will also fight for you, and Sarah. What? Of course I'll come along. Someone needs to look after you. I was expecting Faye to just be like, whatever. Then it is settled. We shall help you defend the passes from Morganem's forces. Though I do not sense the divinity within thee that Sarah possesses, I can tell that thou art men of honor. Thy offer is accepted with gratitude. If each of thee art indeed as powerful as Sarah, then perhaps we have some hope. As you wish, Father. Now, we have all lingered here too long. I must prepare the defenses with the men, and thou must get to the front lines immediately. The enemy will arrive soon. A holdout mission, it seems like. Hold, fellow warriors. Here thy paths must separate. Each of these to guard one of the outposts in the 4 passes to the north. I shall join the second line of defense to deploy wherever needed. Shouldst thou require reinforcements in battle, ring the bell within the outpost bell towers. I shall come to thy aid. That must ensure the safety of our military structures. Should too many of them fall in the coming assault, we may find ourselves too weak to retaliate against our foe, even if we survive to see Theros' return. Understood. Then let the battle begin. Okay, so we have to hold 4 passes, each one with an individual hero. I'm not going to bump the game speed up until I find who is who. Remember, warriors, if thou doth require reinforcements at any one of the outposts, ring the bells in any one of the bell towers there. And whatever may happen, thou must do thy best to protect our military structures. There's the alarm bells. Who we got here? This is Cameron. And this must be Catharsis. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to quick save because that was a very long intro. Very long. And it really just depends on where they're going to attack from first. We probably want to move my heroes all up a little bit. I'm just double pressing my hotkeys. Catharsis is very slow. I think the Raging Axes makes him run a little faster. No, that's not. Still liking that bag of sand. We'll see. Okay, they're coming for Soul Reaver first. So let's go ahead and just start using some abilities here. We've got the Void Children too. Great. Let's just go ahead and Iron Will and then use our cooldowns now. So I'm going to use Blood Drinker. And then who's over here? Is this Cameron? Cameron, back up a little bit, buddy. Okay, now start throwing down your stuns. Throw down your big stun as well. I can use Psychic Onslaught. That'll help get rid of this wave quite fast. Okay, and then Soul Reaver is fine. He's still got Blood Drinker up, and he's just tearing things up right now. He's doing great. Cameron, are you getting smoked? You are doing okay. I think we'll just make sure we're using all of his abilities, and we have a point. Let's do Mass Fireballs, because that's my favorite one. We'll turn on Explosive Shells. How are you doing, Soul Reaver? Not as good as I would have hoped, honestly. Let's go ahead and level up Dark Bolt Barrage. It's honestly been my favored used thing. Cameron's still doing his thing over here. Let's make sure we keep putting points in. Mass Fireballs, I think, is really the right choice. Cameron is alive. Move back and go to sleep, buddy. Soul Reaver is alive. Move back and go to sleep. I'm using a move shift-click command to keep it that way so that then they can move back and go to sleep while we're still waiting, because mana is going to be a big issue. All right, Catharsis is here. Let's, got a bag of sand for you, bitch. Boom! Dark Lash. And I like his W ability. You just have to hit it once. We'll also summon some skeletons to help me out. Is this a Void Child Lust? The bigger Void Children really scare me. I think I'm going to use his ultimate now. I know that's kind of crazy, but I'm going to do that. Faye, how are you doing over here? Let's go ahead and spin to win here. That took a bunch of them down real low. Get the Abyssal Summon and use Celerity. And we have a lot to deal with here, so it's a little crazy the amount of things that we have to deal with here. Let's go ahead and lash some of these forces and keep using his E ability. I really like Dark Tendrils because you don't have to aim it or anything. You just have to use it, and that's it. All right, Faye, it looks like Celerity really doing well. Nothing else really to use. I can go ahead and pop that and then make sure we use points here. I think I'm going to level up the Abyssal Summon. Soul Reaver, let's level up Lightning Storm. And looks like Faye's group is going to be hit next. Catharsis taking a little bit of damage. Let's move him back and go to sleep. And looks like 1 or 2 units still coming up to Faye. This might be a good time to use his ultimate because it looks like we have another enemy attack coming at us. Well, not too many. There's just a couple. Unless, well, yeah, no, there's more behind him, actually. Let's move back a little bit so that we can get our friends in on this action. I can always put him in the amulet if things are getting really dire. I want to try to keep these bell towers up as long as possible. We might as well move the Guardians. Okay, they're down here. We might as well move them somewhere right now. All right, you move back, Faye, and go to sleep. Everyone else should be awake. Soul Reaver getting his mana back. And we can use Black Steel Gauntlets the next time around. Cameron is probably the one that I am most worried about. Not by a lot, but a little bit. I am still asleep as they're still attacking me here, unfortunately. Okay, Catharsis getting crazy in here. Let's Dark Lash this fellow and move up and do a little bit of damage with our E. Is it E? It is, yeah. You just have to hit it once, and I'm going to keep putting points into that. Let's summon some skeletons as well. Faye is not still asleep. He's getting in there. That's good. And we got another point. Let's do the Abyssal Summon. He must be stunned. Let's use the Abyssal Summon right away. Very tempting to use his ultimate, but it's not necessary. Okay, Soul Reaver, go ahead and start stunning some stuff here. I might use a Sphere of Annihilation now, but that's risking killing my own forces. I don't think that's necessary right now. Catharsis is doing okay, honestly. I don't think I need to do anything with him. He's doing fine. Faye is doing fine. Soul Reaver may need some help here. Let's go ahead and throw a stun down here. And then Cameron Let's put points into meteors and start using those meteors, and then let's do a big stun back here. I was informed that the only 2 AoE spells that you really have to worry about are Cameron and Soul Reaver's ultimate, so that's really, really good to know, actually. Okay, let's keep using these and use Iron Will as well. Let's put a point into Iron Will as well, because it's very good. And let's just keep using Mass Fireball, because it's working. And we want to start leveling up our ults as well. If we have points available, we want to make sure we're putting them into our ultimates. Let's keep leveling up Abyssal Summon, Catharsis. Let's keep doing Dark Tendrils. So, Catharsis, move back. And then go to sleep. Cameron, you just keep doing your thing here, buddy. Use Mass Fireballs. I mean, that was really only 1 Fireball. And then Soul Reaver, move back. And go to sleep for mana. Faye, move back. Go to sleep for mana. Cameron, move back. Go to sleep for mana. So this is pretty cool. This is really, really neat and pretty intense as well. We already lost 1 bell tower. It looks like each area has 3 bell towers. One of them is pretty far back, so that allows us to ring the alarm bells when absolutely necessary. So obviously, want to try to keep as many alarm bells up as necessary. All right, Soul Reaver is still asleep. Soul Reaver, please, it's time for you to wake up. Okay, I'm going to quick save now because we seem to be doing okay. And I might want to summon demons on this wave. I'm really just trying to space out my attacks and use ultimates only some of the time. He's still asleep. Please, wake up, Soul Reaver. Okay, there you go. We got one of the bigger guys in the back, Void Shell Sorrow. We want to try to stun him a lot. Okay, let's move on up. I want my friends... Oh, he put me in ice. I want my friends to try to heal up the guard towers, but it's not working. How long are we in ice for? Good God. All right, this is Cameron. Let's make sure we're stunning and stunning. Let's go ahead and use his flamethrower as well, and then use our E. Level that up while we're at it. Oh my God, these guys that put us to sleep are just the worst. Use Black Steel Gauntlets right now because our units are a little low. We got to make sure we keep these Temple Barracks up. That's going to do some good damage. Come on now. Soul Reaver, come on down here. And okay, well, the tower should be able to take care of that thing. Get on up here. Hit these. Faye's group is coming up here. Cameron, move back and go to sleep. I'm going to call the Guardians over to Soul Reaver's side here. Come on down here and kill this thing. And then Faye. I was thinking of using his ultimate, but I don't really think it's necessary. Let's just get an Abyssal out and level up his ultimate and use Celerity right now. Okay, so this... Okay, good. They seem to be finally repairing some of this stuff. We're going to put Soul Reaver to sleep. Catharsis, looks like you're up. Your ultimate is almost up, buddy, but not quite there. Okay. Use your W to stun somebody. Let's grab some skeletons. I haven't used Cyclone yet. I just I can't say that I'm thrilled with the idea of it. Never really liked it in vanilla. It's probably much different here, so I can't really judge it. All right, use E. Again, my E, you can't really see it cast, but he just does like an AoE around him as far as I can tell, and it seems to work. Catharsis' area seems fine right now, and then once this stuff goes down, I'm going to go ahead and throw down a save. My friends can take care of this stuff, so Catharsis, move back. And then go to sleep. My Abyssal Summon is despawning right now. Okay, good, and they're repairing their bell towers. I suppose Soul Reaver is my scariest person right now. Let's do summon demons, Iron Will. Who else has points? Let's level up Celerity because that's very good. Cameron, I'm gonna put Psychic Onslaught on you and probably use it next time it's available. Okay, so this time around, I think it's time while I'm trapped, unfortunately. This is a good Kurosanami because I'm pretty much surrounded. Oh, yeah. I'm going to wait for more units to get up here. I'm going to summon an Abyssal, and I think I'm going to go ahead and use his ultimate. No, I'm going to save his ultimate for if we start dealing with heroes and things like that, and right now that is not the time. Go ahead and use Blood Frenzy as well, friend. He's got a point. Let's go ahead and start leveling up Blood Plague while we're at it. And I really am just on the lookout for those really powerful Void Children. Not the really... Like, these are the shitty ones. These smaller ones, like Void Child Fear, not really that big of a deal in my opinion, but the bigger ones are the ones that really bother me. All right, Faye, you're going to be fine, and then when you're done, come on back here. Intent. Catharsis, summon skeletons, and Cameron, I'm going to use your ultimate now. If I can get him close enough. Right there, buddy. Put a point into Meteor Shower. That seemed like it was pretty good. Granted, I killed maybe a few of my own units. Not the biggest of deals, but unfortunate nonetheless. Faye is asleep. Here's Soul Reaver, ready to get wet and wild here. So let's Iron Will and then Blood Drinker. Here is an enemy hero right here, Keja Karaz. We've got Blood Drinker up, and we shouldn't lose control of the sword, for sure. I think Catharsis is the only one up right here. How's Cameron doing? Let's just make sure he's fine. All right, good. So then come back and sleep. And then let's check out Soul Reaver, who we really need to focus on right now. Where is their hero? You know what? The Guardians were here, so we're probably fine. We have to be careful. Let me check my quests, actually, really quick. The Siege. All companions must survive. So the King and the Prince must survive. I got to be careful with that. Okay, get him, Catharsis. I haven't used his Raging Axes yet. Alright, come on back and go to sleep. Soul Reaver's still alive, no problem. Back up. I don't think I need to put him to sleep right now. Let's get a point in Lightning Storm. Faye has a point. We're going to start leveling up Blood Plague a little bit more because I do spam that a lot. Dark Lash, tempting. I really like Dark Tendrils more, but Dark Lash can do more damage in the long run. Oh, Catharsis is asleep. It doesn't matter when he wakes up. He'll get those points in properly. Cameron, how you doing, buddy? Seems fine. I'm going to quick save. This is pretty intense. We have 11.5 minutes left. Did I ever actually up the game speed? Because that probably makes a big difference in the challenge of this map. Whoopsie daisies. Let's go ahead and bump that up. No problem. Kind of a problem. You know, some may say that it's been a little too easy without that. So, like, Soul Reaver, Faye, and then Catharsis are all heroes I want to have in the front, because they can take some hits for my friends here. Now, I don't think Cameron, though, I want to be in the front. I want the Knights to be up there, and I can foresee having to use Knights over here, or calling the Guardians over here, rather than leaving them with Soul Reaver. Where are they? They're down here. Prince Soren, he's getting some mana back, too. No attacks for a while, and my friends do replenish their forces, which is very, very nice. All right, 10 minutes and 45 seconds. Still nothing happening here. It's giving us an opportunity to regenerate all our mana. It looks like everybody's full up. Everybody's completely full up, so I'm probably going to go ahead and throw down another save the second that I see some enemies coming at us. Whose ultimates we have up? We have Apocalypse Orb. We have Blood Plague. Blood Corruption, excuse me. I used Cameron's, but that's fine because it's risky to use. And then whatever Catharsis is called, Unbridled Rage. So I think we're in okay shape. Basically, Unbridled Rage is just like a multi-use Dark Tendrils that does more damage. Alright, no enemy attacks for a while here. So again, the second that I see the enemy coming at me, I'm going to go ahead and throw down a save. But this is allowing my allies to rebuild some of their stuff. I'm kind of concerned. I mean, we haven't been attacked for a while, and I'm okay with that. But I feel like we probably should have been. I wonder if maybe bumping up the game speed... Nope, here they come. So let's throw down that quick save now. Let's say bumping up the game speed screwed up a trigger to, like, get them to attack us again. But this is fine. All right, Catharsis, get ready to go and attack. Go ahead and start Dark Lashing. Let's use Cyclones. It is channeled. I don't think I can control the Cyclones. I don't know. It's fine. But while he's doing that, we can't really do anything else. All right, let's call down some big meteors here. And then these big ones, well, Voidchild Sorrow isn't that big of a deal, but either way. All right, this is good. I could use Psychic Onslaught. I'm going to keep an eye out for if there are enemy heroes here. Blood Plague and summon an Abyssal. We have Celerity up too. Cameron taking a little bit of heat, and that's because there's a Voidchild Sorrow here, and those are the ones that we really want to... Well, we've got to try to keep them stunned. Again, it's the big ones we really got to focus on getting rid of, because they can kill a lot of our allies too. They blink around. They're just a pain in the ass. Okay, that's good. And then Faye back up. Faye's hurting. So we are going to Ugidi and Blood Corruption. I feel like we kind of have to here. And you can see how fast we're getting rid of some of these enemies, but hopefully we can kill them before they kill Faye. And it's getting rid of the Voidchild Lust, who is a pain in the ass. All right, that got rid of the Voidchild Lust. Faye got on up here. Kill these last two enemies. Blood Corruption, that's fine. Blood Plague. Okay, Cameron is good. Why don't you move back and go to sleep? And, oh, dear. Oh, okay, that's right. The prince is healing us. Yikes, I totally missed out on whatever was happening here. Very, very dangerous of me. And I gotta be careful with the prince, because if he dies, I lose. All right, let's move back. And I have his ultimate up. What I might do here is move the prince away. I think I'm gonna move the prince over to Cameron. Okay, he's telling me to wait a moment. I don't have time to wait a moment. All right, go to sleep. Catharsis is fine. so we're not going to put him to sleep. And I just got to be more on the lookout for Soul Reaver's force here, because he took a lot of heat there. I also have the Amulet on Faye and Kurosanami up for kind of an oh shit, I'm being surrounded moment. Here's Cameron again. Okay, a Void Child Lust we got to be on the lookout for. Try to keep him chain stunned. We want to focus on the Void Child Lust, honestly. Don't really have anything else. We'll use the Flamethrower on him to get rid of him. Come on, we're stunned. Use the... Yes, perfect. Focus down the Void Child Lust. Okay, and Soul Reaver's back up here. This might be a good time to summon demons. Put a point into Dark Bolt Barrage, and let's just start getting some demons out. Oh no, my portal. I forgot that my portal can actually go down. Whoopsie daisies. That's okay. All right, Faye. Faye. I was going to say I could use Celerity, but I don't think it's necessary. Let's go ahead and just use Blood Frenzy, though. Okay, the Prince is still here. He must have never moved because he never retreated properly behind the battle lines. Faye is taking a lot of damage here. Let's Blood Corruption. Oh, I hate to do this, but I will Celerity. Oh, he's taking a lot of damage doing this, though, and he goes down. Okay, so let's go ahead and load up. And this is why I'm quick-saving so much. So Faye doesn't have the best of AoE other than Celerity. I suppose I should have used it a little earlier. Or I could call the Prince over to him, which I suppose I should have done before that battle even started. So let's see. Okay, we're back here, actually. I might make a shortcut so that we don't have to wait through all of this again. Okay, I think this is about where we were, so let's try to do this again without dying. I'm going to quick save now. And it's really just looking out for those big Void Children. They're really what's screwing me up here. I should have Fee's ultimate up this time around, so we should be in better shape. Okay, I'm going to Iron Will, and then I am going to use Blood Drinker, and I really hope he doesn't go bad, but we seem okay. All right, Faye, do your thing. Get surrounded here so we can use Kurosanami. And I did redeploy the Princess forces over here, too, so that should help. Let's Kurosanami now. Get rid of some of these Void Children, which are really fucking us up. And grab the Abyssal Summon and Blood Frenzy. So I don't want to focus too much on Faye, but I kind of have to. All right, the Void Child Lust is just awful right now. I don't really have any other usable abilities, but we're okay, I think. Faye, how are you? You are fine, because we have the Prince here to help us. I may have to redeploy him back to Soul Reaver's camp. Move back and go to sleep. Now they're coming over for Catharsis and Cameron. Okay, Catharsis, move on up. Unfortunately, taking a little too much damage here. Let's go ahead and level up Dark Tendril and summon some skeletons when he's not stunned. When he's not stunned, he's still stunned! How long are we stunned for here? Good God, that was so much damage. Oh, that was unfortunate. And then I summoned the skeletons, so we should be okay. And I'm stunned again. It's the Warlocks that are stunning us. Cameron, how are you? Not great, because there's another Void Child Sorrow here. Those are the worst ones, in my opinion, the Void Child Sorrow. So let's try to focus them down. Taking a lot of damage from this Void Child right here. Come on, get rid of him. There we go. Catharsis goes down because I wasn't paying attention to him. Good God. Okay, so let's load on up one more time. And you're sticking with me as I'm going through these loads. Again, I've already made a shortcut, and we'll see about cutting more in the future. But this wave seems to be particularly challenging for me. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble. But these types of maps as well, because of the low amount of healing that's available for us, it seems like I have trouble, it seems like I have a lot of trouble, particularly when it comes to, like, if you start getting behind, you're staying behind, and that's the really bad thing right here. So let's Blood Plague this guy, get surrounded, and then spin to win. Do a little bit of damage here, summon our Abyssal, and then Blood Frenzy. Let's keep an eye on, I lost control of the sword there, unfortunately, which was probably very, very bad for me. We got to stun the Void Child. Oh, God, they stunned themselves as well, which is crazy. There we go. And, yeah, that was very unfortunate what happened there. Cameron is alive. I'm going to throw down a bunch of stuns. Chain stun him. Get him, Cameron. Let's go ahead and pop your shielding device, too, because you're taking a lot of damage from this Void Child. And as soon as possible, just get out of there. Oh, my God, and he's in ice! What can I really do about that when I'm just in ice? Okay, I'm going to summon the Prince's people over here because I need some help. Oh, my God, he keeps doing that. He keeps putting me in ice. This is killer. Good God, get back and rest. And we're going to redeploy over to Cameron. Catharsis in ice again. Yeah, it's like every side got hit with a Void Child. So I'm going to use your ultimate here. Those are not nice. So we just want to make sure that we stun them as much as possible. Okay, I used his ultimate there, and I think it's necessary. And yeah, that killed it, like, right away. Oh, dear. Okay, so Catharsis I don't worry that much about, but Cameron I do, which is why I redeployed over there. Faye is fine. Soul Reaver is fine. I did lose my towers up here, but that's not that big of a deal, as long as I have towers in the back that I can summon the Prince for. And the Prince is currently over by Cameron, who really needs the most help, honestly. His ult is up, though, so the next time he gets attacked, I think I want to use it then. I can't sleep again, but I kind of need to. I am getting healed, which is nice. And this looks like it's Soul Reaver. There's an enemy hero right here, so I think I'm going to try to not kill all my own stuff and launch an ultimate. Come on, do it before that knight goes down so I can still hit him with it. Nice, okay. And I think I killed a lot of my own stuff, but it was arguably worth it because we're going to try to get rid of this enemy hero very, very quickly. And he just runs by us. He just runs by us. We're stunned for days. Okay, and I trust that Soul Reaver will be able to get rid of this himself. Now we have another enemy hero. Okay, let's move on up, and let's pop, got a bag of sand for you, bitch! And then Raging Axes on the enemy hero. Okay, and it looks like, oh, he's channeling some sort of healing spell, so we want to stun him out of that for sure. And level up Dark Lash, summon some skeletons. Summon some skeletons, I said. Cameron is in slight trouble. Not in trouble, per se, but he's, you know, he's doing his best. The Prince is here, though, so I think we're in good shape. Okay, using everything we've got against this hero. And then Faye is getting hit a lot. I'm going to channel his ultimate here. I think absolutely worth it. Gonna get rid of all this stuff. I think he's fine. Catharsis, how are you? You could be better, that's for sure. Try to stun this boss and get rid of him. Unfortunately, I don't have another bag of sand for his face. There we go. Enemy hero goes down. Soul Reaver, back up and go to sleep. And Faye is... Oh, he's stunned. All right, we got to get on this boss, like, immediately. Faye, get down here and kill this guy and use Blood Frenzy. Okay, you're asleep. Cameron, move back. Go to sleep. Catharsis, move back. Go to sleep. Faye kills the enemy boss. Trying to get rid of the rest of this stuff right now. It looks like we're losing... I mean, we've lost a lot of our towers, and it seems like as the catapults move in, that's when we lose the towers. Move back. Go to sleep. Now, again, the sleep isn't that effective because it only heals a certain amount. And that amount doesn't get any better. Stop healing my Abyssal. It's going to go away soon anyway. Just heal my heroes here. I do like how my friends reinforce themselves. I'm doing my best to hold on to the barracks, the temples, and the forges. It seems like each place has a barracks, temple, and forge. And we do not want to lose those for sure. Okay, 3 minutes. 3 minutes, so we're probably looking at another attack, maybe 2 more attacks. All right, so who we have over here? This is Cameron's side, and this is where the Prince is. We've got a Voidchild Malice here, so we're going to try to keep him stunned. Try to keep him stunned as much as possible. Call down the random things, and then put a debuff on him. And use the Flamethrower on him, too. These guys like to really blink around. Just focus as long... I mean, I just need my heroes to focus on the big guys, and then we're fine. Okay, great. And then Soul Reaver, who's coming in over here. Let's go ahead and Blood Drinker right here because we're at full health, so let's try to do it without losing control. We seem to have retained control. There's a Voidchild Anguish. I don't know what that is. I don't like it, though. We're doing a lot of damage here. Let's see if we can just have him focus specifically on the Voidchild. No, we can't really control who he's attacking right now. Okay. And then stun. Stun him. Stun him. Stun him. Thank you. Okay, just focus on that right now. And then Faye, I don't see any large Void Children, but there is another enemy boss here. Summon the Abyssal and then use Kurosanami right now. I think that's absolutely worth it, at least to just use it on the boss. Do I have a stun? I don't think I have a stun with Faye, so I can't take him out of this healing. I can't take him out of this healing right now. That's very unfortunate. All right, you get rid of him. Go to sleep. Cameron, move back. You don't need to go to sleep. Catharsis is fine. Because is the Prince there or something? Faye is in slight trouble. I am going to put him in the amulet and not touch him until he comes out. And let's call my buddies over here. Now Catharsis is not in trouble, but, you know, he's getting attacked. I don't see any super powerful Void Children. Never mind. Never mind. Get down here. Oh, get down here. We don't want to lose these buildings. Channel your ultimate. Channel your ultimate. Do it. Do it. Do it. Faye, get attacking on this asshole. Use celerity, actually. Catharsis, what's going on with you, buddy? Gotta keep this base up. Gotta keep this base up. I channeled his ultimate. Go ahead and pop your axes and see. We really have to get rid of this motherfucker. And we gotta move away from this area because my building is getting hit. Get up there, get up there. Okay, jeez, oh man. Okay, yeah, these catapults. 47 seconds. It looks like we've held on to all of our buildings, but it's been really dicey. Might as well summon some skeletons here too. Great. Okay, move back. Sleep. The foe hath leveled one of our military structures. Make haste to protect the outposts. Oh, crap. We lost one. That sucks. This battle hath cost us dear. Many of my kinsmen lie slain, their blood spilled upon the land they live to protect. But it seems that our sacrifices have not been in vain. At last the foe hath lost heart and is retreating before us. Could it be because we have defeated their champion in combat? I do not believe so. The Daruk are totally loyal to Morganem and extremely determined in battle. Though we have put up a good defense, I doubt our efforts would have been enough to cause them to abandon their siege. And therein perhaps lies thy answer. Those fanfares. My brother hath returned. Make haste, we must meet with him. Good, I see thou hath all responded to my summons. Our clerics hath sent the return of my son. Our foes are in retreat. He and all of us owe thee a great debt. Without thee, there may have been no citadel for Theros to return to. I know now I did not misjudge thee. Thank you, your majesty, for your kind words. Hark, hoofbeats, my brother arrives. Father, brother, I have returned to thee from the kingdom of Jutaria. Our forces have suffered heavy losses from the enemy. Were it not for Radgar's mercy, we might have faced a defeat. Only through the aid of these 4 mighty warriors behind me, companions of the beauteous Sarah, did we stave off their siege. Theros, we must strike back now, while the enemy is still in retreat. If we press our advantage... Nay, brother, it is a battle we could not win. What? What dost thou mean? Jutaria is in flames, father. Morganem's forces attacked in never-before-seen force. It was a massacre. I cannot allow the same to happen to our people. Oh, you motherfucker! Theros, what? What is the meaning of this? You bring the enemy to our doorstep? Father, hast thou forgotten that this land is its people? We have fought against Morganem for so long now, endlessly sacrificing the lives of our countrymen, ravaging their homes with our struggles. It is they we should protect, not the land itself. I cannot allow what happened to Jutaria to happen here as well. We call ourselves guardians, but in our pride and arrogance we allow our people to die. It is better to be humble, to lay down our weapons. Even now my warriors gather along your borders to launch a last attack. Morganem wants the 5 rebels you harbor. Turn them over and surrender your weapons, and we will call off the siege. In return, Morganem will give you the stewardship over these lands and spare your people. Morganem cannot give me stewardship of lands that are not his, and these warriors have fought with courage and honor to prevent the devastation thy master would wreak. I shall not hand them over to thee. Father, if thou wilt not join me, I will kill these warriors myself if I must. Brother, wilt thou not stand with me to protect the lives of our people as we were sworn to do? Traitor, hast thou no concept of what our vows truly are? We fight for more than merely the lives of our people. We fight for their honor. Morganem is a tyrant. To not stand against him and instead embrace his corruption will bloody all our hands with his evil. No, brother, I will not stand with thee. Yes, Soren. I had hoped it would not come to this, but the needs of my people outweigh my duty to obey thee, and I will not place the fate of 5 vagabond strangers above the future of this kingdom. If I must fight for this, then so be it. My men and I are not afraid to spill our blood to end this madness. To arms. Oh dear. Big fight. Quick save first. Quick save first. What are we doing? What are we doing? Channeling some ultimates. I think Faye's ultimate would be really, really helpful here. I think we just want to use everybody's ultimate if it's up. Use Sphere of Annihilation way in the back. Catharsis, use yours and get on in there. What just happened? Okay, use you Giddy and then channel Blood Corruption. And then... Let's stun these big void children. I cannot tell what's happening here at all. At all. No idea. Cameron's taking a lot of heat, though, so let's use his shielding device. It looks like we won. It seems as though we've won. There's another fight here, and I guess we won. I cannot believe my own brother would turn traitor, but introspection must wait. Thou must return to defending the outposts. Call me to aid where needed with the bells and the bell towers. Oh my god. Okay, so let's split our guys up again and get them up where they need to go. I'm just splitting them back up where they were. Who really needs the most help? We've got both bell towers up here. This area probably needs some help. These small fights aren't that big of a deal. The current people that are there seem like they can handle it. Maybe, well, you know what? I think I'm going to send... Oh, I don't even have a bell tower here. We can't even send him over here. So, Catharsis, you got to do some serious fighting here, buddy. It's all up to you. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's so unfortunately bad. So, what's my goal here? What do I have to really do? All right, get in there and attack. Summon some skeletons. Got a bag of sand for you. Boom! And, yeah, just start using your AoE attacks here, buddy. Just do whatever you can. And, Faye, what are you up to? Getting hit a lot by the catapults. Summon your stuff there. We seem to be okay, just lots and lots of catapults. And if I'm lucky, we'll be okay here. These stupid catapults are just the worst. Does the flamethrower work here? It does. Okay, that went okay. Catharsis is... Oh, dear. Okay, we gotta keep him up. We gotta keep him up. Gotta do our best here. We don't have blinding axes. We don't have anything up against this. Did I call the... I can't call the prince over here. Oh, God, get back, Faye. Go into the amulet for now. Move back. Go to sleep. Cameron, move back. Go to sleep. Catharsis. Dear God, move back. Go to sleep. And we've done something. We held them off. But with these constant reinforcements, we... What is it? Thou dost look startled. What hath happened? I can sense a surge of power and strength to the south, and I feel Sarah's soul burning brightly once more. She must have awakened at last. I must go see her immediately. Then return soon, lest our foe launch another assault. Looks like I wasn't the only one to sense something. It's about time Sleeping Beauty woke up. She's missing all the fun. Right, and together we will finally be able to bring the fight to Morganem. Your Majesty, forgive me. I do not wish to interrupt thee in a time of mourning, but I must report that Lady Sarah has awakened. Her recovery hath been... remarkable. Nay, thy apologies are not necessary, for as long as this battle still rages, my sorrow must wait. I shall meet with Sarah. Perhaps with her companion she shall be able to put an end to this damnable war at last. Thou may return to thy post. As thou doth command, Majesty. Oh, nice. 5th hero. Let's go. What can you do? Lady Sarah, it is good to see that thou art recovered. We have feared for thy life. King Garamond, I have to thank you for all your help. I will do everything I can to repay this kindness. But I can see that something is troubling you. The grief is reflected in your eyes. Tell me, what has happened? My son, Theros, betrayed thee, and I was forced to help slay him with my own hands. It is a heavy burden to bear, but thou shouldest concern thyself with my sorrows. Thy companions await thee. My companions? Yes, I do recall having fought by their side in battle before, against the same enemies that now threaten you. They have stood guard over thee and protected all of us valiantly in these darkest of times. Thou shouldst go to them. Thank you again, Your Majesty, and I promise that I will help to avenge the loss you have suffered. Milady Sarah, I am relieved to see you have recovered, but pleasantries must wait. The battle rages, and we have a foe to defeat. Yes, my companions, you're absolutely right. When this battle is over, then we will have time to talk. Wait, where are you going? I'm going to take care of unfinished business and end this. What does that mean? I think it would be prudent for us to return to our positions. I shall follow her. I agree. I have a feeling this is going to get ugly. Let's move. It's just another hour of holding out in these in these canyons. As you can see, they've thoroughly entrenched themselves while you're out of action. We cannot pass through the dark fire wall, and behind it, Morganem's troops are endlessly reinforced. He has tried to defeat the Guardians through a war of attrition. It seems that he thinks nothing of sacrificing his soldiers by the hundreds if it will eventually lead to victory. Then I'll be the one to force his hand. I've kept this arrow for just such an occasion. Oh shit! What's she doing? Here, Hellspawn, a gift from the depths of my heart to the depths of yours. Catherine, what happened to you? Catherine. Ugh, arrow in my chest like a red-hot dagger. It's that bitch, Sarah. Save your strength, my angel. You're bleeding heavily. We have to get you back to Spire without delay. You two, help me move her, now. My love, every breath I take is agony. We cannot remove the arrow here, or the bleeding will only worsen. Do not worry, Catherine. I will stay at your side. How very noble, demon man. Maelstrom. Catherine. Damn them. Can you hear me, you self-righteous wretches? Mark my words, this is not over. I will make you suffer for this in ways you never dreamed. He's mad because we shot his girlfriend. They're just trying to murder everybody here. Bugar Kajik, you will assume command. You are to mobilize all standing troops without delay. I will return to Spire and organize some assistance for you. Yes, Lord. Alright, you lazy curs. This is it. Grab your weapons and rally your brothers. We charge the enemy in full force. Great. My arrow struck true. The dark firewalls are failing. Then I must warn Prince Soren immediately. If our enemy's base lies exposed, they will not hesitate to send every warrior they have to attack us. Hurry then. It's about time these Daruk got a taste of defeat. I'll hold this position until the attack begins. I saw Thea and Sarah pass this way earlier. It is indeed heartening to see her return to health, but your haste suggests there is more to say. Prince Soren, the dark firewalls have fallen and the Daruk base lies vulnerable. We must attack immediately before they can rally their defenses. There is not a moment to lose. At last, we may strike at the heart of this evil. I shall alert my father, rejoin my men, and then we shall charge the foe with all our righteous might. Prepare yourselves, my courageous men. If we strike quickly, we may be able to cut them down before the reserves take up arms.
On your mark. Fair enough.
Okay. Quick save, and then we're going to look at her abilities, and then we'll load up. So let's look at her items first. Well, let's look at her. She's a Nephilim. Let's check her passive. 50% chance to do 11 times normal damage. That's cool. When used, the Blackout Bow temporarily bestows the ability to fire multiple arrows at once. While the effect lasts, the wielder can fire up to 5 targets. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Maybe fired into the sky. A moment later, they will fall from the heavens as a bolt of energy, striking all enemy units. Okay. Okay, I see. And then let's just put a point into everything and see what she can do. Her ultimate. Attack the caster's enemies every 2 seconds. 2 enemy units in a 6-10 area around the caster will be wrapped in a massive entangling vines. I can get behind that. So just proof of concept here. So that's... Oh, I see. Okay, that's cool. Face of Heavens, a beam of heavenly light that invigorates everybody. They gain attack speed, attack damage, and lifesteal. That's nice. I'm not paying attention to anything right now because I'm just checking these out. Arrow Storm. Ooh, that's cool looking. Piercing Shot. Okay, that's all. This is all pretty straightforward. Ooh, and just a normal heal. That's very, very nice. Okay, so let's load up. Now that we understand her, distribute some points, and then give this a shot. It didn't look like she had a stun. I didn't see a stun. Really, I'm very reliant on my hero stuns, that is for sure. So we have to attack down each of these lanes separately with different heroes. It's overwhelming. Let the battle be joined, sure. We're going to level up your ult first, Sarah. Face of Heaven seems really, really good. I like Piercing Shot. Oh, there we go. No, the Arrow Storm stuns. Gonna level that up and level up heal significantly. I leveled up heal pretty much the whole way. Okay. So, Soul Reaver's here too. So these folks just get moving. Faye, why don't you get moving? Summon your Abyssal. I might just use Celerity so that we can really... Nah, there's no point in using Celerity here, I don't think. Catharsis, get going. Poor Catharsis. His lane needs the most help. So I'm auto-tagging with all my heroes to see how far they can get, and I'm going to keep an eye on their health to see who needs the most health. Okay, and Faye is really ripping shit up right here. And Cameron, how are you doing? I don't know where the prince is. I really wish I could send him over to Catharsis' side, but I can't. I'm going to use Catharsis' ult right here to get him through this area. Got a bag of sand for you, motherfuckers. Boom! How do you like that shit? Okay, and then Cameron is looking good. We're just doing our best to push through these areas, and I'm saving my really heavy-hitting stuff until we get further up, except Catharsis, who is in slight trouble. I'd really like to send someone over to help him, but I think it's too late. Skeletons. And I suppose let's use some axes as well. Faye seems to be doing fine. Summon another Abyssal. And it looks like we're in their base. They have units here. Or they have heroes here, I should say. And where would it be good to use certain things? Catharsis is slowly trying to push his way through. He's just his lane is struggling. His lane is really struggling, which is not good. All right, got rid of that motherfucker. Okay, and then where is... Oh, Sarah Poi I never hotkeyed. And she's just standing here. Get up there, Sarah. And honestly, I think we're doing just fine. I mean, I'm just going to shoot a Sphere of Annihilation up here on this so that it doesn't kill anybody. Faye has joined up with my other forces. Catharsis is the only one who's in slight trouble because his lane just cannot support itself because I lost one of my buildings, which really, really is unfortunate. Cameron. Oh, what? The king? Where was the king? Where even was the king? I don't know. Okay, back at it again. Let's try to do this again. Gonna move up with Soul Reaver, launch the Sphere of Annihilation because it's a good intro to this fight. Meanwhile, Faye is just gonna keep doing his thing over here. Cameron, keep moving up and defend the fucking king. Catharsis gonna keep moving up in this direction. I used his ultimate already. Summon some skeletons and see if we can push through this. Sarah Poi, I want you to move over to the right as fast as possible. It seems like the right area is the area that's that struggles the most. Faye, why don't you move on over? I want to move over in this area and maybe use Kurosanami or something. Something. Okay, Catharsis running out of mana. We can use the Shamanistic Mask. That's going to put him to sleep, but that's really not that big of a deal. Cameron, where are you? There's an enemy hero here. We got to make sure we lay the hurt on him as soon as possible. Let's use Psychic Onslaught. I think that's going to be quite helpful. Catharsis is doing okay, I guess. I want to move Faye all the way over here. Where's Sarah Poi? Yeah, just keep attacking this building. Faye, yeah, let's start focusing down production buildings. Nice. Okay, so this is being incredibly helpful right now. Catharsis is getting hit by an enemy hero. I gotta move him. Gotta move him as fast as possible away from this. I don't know if I have what it takes to kill this enemy hero. Okay, Soul Reaver, stun the enemy hero because the king is in here, or the prince, or one of them is in here right now. Catharsis getting smoked. Just run all the way away, buddy. When you can, just run all the way away. Soul Reaver, yes, getting rid of that hero. Move on up. Help them. I have two heroes in here that are not helping right now. Cameron is doing fine. Catharsis running away as fast as he can. Run all the way back and then up the other lane, buddy. That's honestly all I can think to do right now. Stick with the prince. Stay with the prince. Catharsis, go to sleep. If you can get some health back, then we'll be fine. Move on up, Sarah. And I'm on the lookout for more heroes. Here's one. We are going to channel an ult here. Sarah, throw down a big stun. Fatty stun. Channel your ultimate, too. I think it's worth it. That's too many ultimates, honestly, but we got to get rid of this hero right now. Piercing shot him, and turn on heal. Soul Reaver is fine. Hit the buildings. Catharsis. Catharsis, I don't have your ultimate up yet. You're still asleep, actually, but honestly, this is okay. I don't see any of my other units going down. Where's the king? He's up here. Oh, they're destroying. Yes! Yes! Prince Soren, fucking do it! Get on up here and help him. Where is he doing that? Where is that? Oh, it's right here. Get on up and help the prince. Destroy that shit. Okay, I don't see any other enemy. I don't see any other enemy heroes. Get rid of the production buildings. I'm gonna quick save because we seem to be in a really good. Really good spot right here. Catharsis is regaining his ability to get back into the fight. His lane was struggling because I had lost a workshop, but I think we're okay because my other units have moved on up here and it helped getting rid of some of these production buildings. Sarah Poi, just use anything. I got to get used to her as a usable person now because it's just a whole nother hero that we have to get used to. And who knows, there might even be another boss battle after this too. I kind of hope not, but we'll see. Okay, these guys, I really wish they'd get on over here and help us out. Let's make sure all of our heroes are up here and attacking. And yes, we have defeated their overwhelming force. That was tough. That was really, really tough. I notice now that the Void Children are the ones that are coming through these portals. So we want to make sure that these portals go down. All right, so no more Daruk. So let's move my other heroes over to this last portal. Where are you, Cameron? Let's go to sleep with you because you need mana. I don't think I have anything that gives mana, do I? Sarah Poi, yeah, that's just normal healing touch. Let's turn that off. All right, and as long as the king and the prince don't go down, then we should be okay. It took me a few attempts, and that's admittedly pretty challenging, and I was a little handicapped just because my far right lane couldn't push as hard as I wanted it to. And Sarah Poi, I would have liked to transfer over there, but she was just kind of stuck in the middle lane. I couldn't transfer her over there fast enough. Okay, so let's just move all my heroes back, except the ones that are asleep. Let's just consolidate here. Catharsis, you're alive. Good work. Oh, dear. Okay, and then the Guardians can take care of the last portal. That was a very fun mission, but also very hard. The war ends at last. The men report the foe vanquished on all fronts, and the Daruk encampment hath been reduced to rubble. Even now the last of our forces are standing down and doth return home. Yet the victory is as poison upon mine tongue. I have taken the life of my firstborn son. Even now these old eyes cannot find the tears to express the depth of my shame and grief. You did what you had to. There was no other way. It was not your fault or your son's. It was Morganem's. I'm sure in time that you will be able to forgive both your son and yourself. Yes, perhaps someday. But at least one of my sons hath remained true. Soren, the blood of a guardian truly flows in thy veins, and I draw some small comfort from the knowledge that upon my death, my crown will pass to a truly worthy heir. Thank thee, Father. Together we shall rebuild our ravaged kingdom and send aid to Jutaria. Let us hope there is still someone left to save. On that subject, it would be wise if after our departure you would dismantle the warp portals constructed by Morganem's forces. While they remain, they could ease the passage of all manner of horrors into your... Speak of the devil. You just don't know when to keep your mouth shut, do you? Of course it's not over, because there hasn't been a boss. What is happening? I can feel such overwhelming evil. Massive warp gates are opening in the portals. It would seem that Morganem's warlords have not taken their defeat here lightly. I can sense them. They are Void Children, but they are far stronger than any we have faced thus far. Oh, great. So there's going to be 2 Void Children, because there were 2 portals. then we shall stand with thee against them. We owe thee our lives, and we will gladly repay that debt. No, we will handle this without you. But this is a matter of honor. Prince Soren, please, you and your father are needed to rebuild this kingdom. We pledge to save your lands. After all our efforts, if you were to fall in this battle, we would fail our vow. Yes, please, stay away. Don't be a liability to the mission, please. Very well, my lady Sarah. Soren and I shall stand down. We understand thy position and will seek safety. Our blessings are with all of thee. Then may favor fortune thee, and may Radgar give thee strength. Oh dear, okay. Good, now we don't have to worry about those two getting themselves killed. Yup. Right, now we can worry about ourselves getting killed instead. They're coming. Let us get into position. That's right, Catharsis, we're ready. We got our bag of sand. Alright. Save that game. All of our allies are gone. So what are we expecting to deal with here? I just realized it seems no, the gameplay's still on high. So let's go and stun him. Let's do our best to keep these motherfuckers chain stunned. Oh, they're both right here. Oh my god. What was that? Got a bag of sand for you, motherfucker. Okay, we're getting smoked. Faye. That was the wrong one, actually. Faye's gonna go down. Oh, they come with a bunch of stuff. They come with a bunch of their friends, too. All right, run away, and we can rest while we decide what to do here. Sarah, why don't you hang back and go ahead and stun a little bit to stop this guy from being so close to me. Okay. And Cameron goes down. So yeah, this is gonna be a thing. That's gonna be really, really tough. It's like I want to use all my ultimates right away. That might be the right choice. It's like we get nuked down so fast. I might consider lowering the game speed. Okay, so how do we want to do this? Again, I want to keep them chain stunned. It's just really hard to do that. Okay, so let's do this. Okay. And then Blood Drinker as well. Faye getting absolutely smoked right away. Let's go and channel your ultimate. Stun. And stun. And stun. And wow. Wow. Okay, we're going down so fast, and I'm keeping these guys stunned. I just don't know the best way to do this. I may have to draw them all the way back into the allied buildings to see how to do this properly. Good lord, this is going to be a pain in the dick. We're trying to draw them over into these towers, which is all I can really think to do. And then we're gonna drop some big ultimates on them. We need to lure them into casting spells, and then when they cast spells, we stun them. I think. So like stun this one. Drop the bombs. Drop the big bombs. That's all I can think to do. Use, oh my god. Sarah, use a stun. Big bombs going off right here. Faye, move back as much as possible. And use your artifact, and then move on up and stun, and summon an Abyssal. We don't have demons up. Throw down as many stuns as possible. Stun. I'm trying to just stun as much as possible. Faye, where are you, Faye? He wasn't asleep, is he? Okay, Catharsis is up. Let's go ahead and channel something here. Trying to keep him stunned as much as possible. That's all I can think to do. Sarah getting smoked. Turn on some healing and channel your ultimate right here. This is as good as I think it's going to get right now. Let's use this ability. Keep him stunned. Soul Reaver, please. Soul Reaver. Use your stun. Oh, he's out of mana. No. Stun him again. Oh, Sarah goes down. That was going so well. Okay, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lure them down into this area again. And if we can get them away from all their summoned units, we may have a shot. I've only been trying this for a little bit of time, but I think that's the key. We gotta keep them separated from all their stupid summonable things. It seems like they blow a lot of spells on buildings as they run by them, so that's what I'm gonna focus on, is move down here. I have lowered the game speed to hopefully make this a little easier on myself. So let's just run away all the way down here, and we can just throw stuns at them as they're running at us. I need to use summons more often. I gotta call in that Abyssal Summon from Faye. Faye takes so much damage from these motherfuckers. Okay, so here comes World's Burning. We gotta be on the lookout for him. And there we go. See, he uses his big area of a fuck spell right there. We can move up and throw down a Throw down a stun on him and see what happens. See if we get him to use a spell. We did get him. I think that's considered their ultimate, are those big fireballs. Those hurt a lot, so you do not want to get hit by those. But once you get them out, then you're in really, really good shape. Let's use his ultimate right here. Keep these guys stunned. So this guy's channeling something. We gotta hit him for sure. And let's go ahead and use the bombs. Use the big bombs that we've got here. Okay, Sarah getting hit. Move her back. Oh, is she stuck? That's the worst place for you to be, Sarah. Everybody back up right now. Everybody needs to back up as much as possible. Soul Reaver, throw down a stun on this guy. Good stun, good stun. Keep running, keep running. Sarah's got this stuff up. We want to back up. We want to back up into these towers. I'm feeling good about this. I didn't use my ultimates yet. But basically, once they're over here, that's when we're going to do it. We're going to drop the bombs like I've been saying. So go ahead and throw down a nuke. Drop the bomb right here. Stun this guy. Stun him. And we got to get him close to each other. Oh, God, I hit Faye with it. Oh, you idiot. I am such an idiot. Move back. All right, stun him again. Faye, channel your ultimate. You're silenced. Never mind. Go ahead and dispel that. Channel your ultimate. Soul Reaver, use the black gauntlets. And stun again. Cameron, stun again. And I'm trying to just keep them chain stunned right now. That's all I can really do. I'm just waiting for them to cast something. Just waiting for them to cast something. All right, stun this one. Summon the Abyssal. Soul Reaver's going down really, really, really fast. I don't have anything to use on him right now. Catharsis, oh my God, he's stunned. Oh my God, everybody has some sort of debuff on them. Soul Reaver, run. Cameron, throw down a stun. Not enough mana to do anything. Use both of your items. Use both of your items right now. All right, throw this down. They're just not dying. Have a bag of sand, bitch. Okay, you know what? Summon demons right now. Summon demons right now. Sarah, run away. Sarah's taking too much damage. Use a tent. Soul Reaver, get up, down. Oh, I think we killed one. Get on up here and throw down a stun. Oh my God, please kill him. Oh my God. Oh my God. Did I do it? Did I do it? Protect the citadel. I did. There must be more enemies somewhere. You sleep. Oh my God. Oh, I did it. That was really hard. We can't stay here any longer. Morganem's not going to stop sending troops after us until he's killed us. Thank Radgar thou art alive. We feared the worst. Thank you for your concern. It was a tough fight, but Morganem will have to do better than that if he wants to stop us. Our apologies, Your Majesty, but I'm afraid we need to take our leave. We're going to travel to Call Spire and defeat Morganem once and for all. It's the only way to end his evil reign. Then we shall send 100 of our finest warriors. King Garamond, it's unlikely that your troops would survive a journey through the warp with their sanity intact. You've already lost enough soldiers today. Thank you, but we can't accept your offer. But we owe thee a debt of honor. We must repay it in some way. Then rebuild your kingdom and your world. Bring some measure of peace and happiness back into the lives of your people. That is how you can repay us. How noble, Soul Reaver. Very well, I understand. I thank and commend all thee for thy heroism. May thou find success in the quest ahead. Fare thee well. Right, let's get going. We can use Morganem's warp portals to make their journey easier. Might as well make use of them while they're still here. Oh boy. Soul Reaver. Yes, Sarah? What's wrong, Soul Reaver? Something is bothering you. I'm here to listen. If only you'd talk. It's about King Garamond. He killed his own son because it was his duty to do so. I know that his action was the right one to take, and yet to witness it for myself, it was like hearing a dark echo from the distant past. Soul Reaver, do you mean... Let's just say that I fear I know the pain of Garamon's choice all too well, and that I have my doubts that it will ever truly fade. Now come, call Spire awaits. At last, we stand reunited. Together we will assault Call Spire and topple the tyrant from his throne. Morganem's had plenty of time to reinforce his defenses. We're going to have a long and hard battle ahead of us. Indeed, there's no more time to lose. Ashutharak vires atheritus. Come, the battle awaits. All five reunited after a fairly tough fight. Is that the end? It is. And you know what? Here's the thing about these bosses. They're very, very fast-paced, even with the game speed lowered, and I did lower it there, but I realized once I kind of understood the bosses, I didn't really have to lower it, but I think the idea is recognizing when they're using really powerful abilities. You have to die a few times to recognize, oh, that ability with the fireballs on the ground, that kills you like instantly. So unless you stun them from channeling it or move out of it, there's absolutely nothing to do that you can do. Another thing is the first boss, the melee one, would come in and cast a giant area of effect damage over time that did a ton of damage. And unless you could dispel that, or you even realized that it was damage over time, unless you dispelled it, you would take a ton of damage. You could also bait him into using it on defensive structures that were already there from the Guardian's structures, things like that. So there are just a few tricks that you kind of have to learn for these bosses. They don't feel very fair. I don't think this campaign was really designed to be fair. It's kind of frustrating and annoying, if you ask me, because, again, the bosses don't even give you an opportunity. They don't even give you an opportunity to really learn them because their attacks do so much damage that you don't have time to react unless you can preemptively do something. So it's all about chain stunning and saving at least one stun for when they're channeling something very powerful. And I think that that was the key to both of those bosses and kind of picking the right battleground, picking the right place to fight them as well. So I've got some editing to do for this mission. There was one edit I got to do like way at the beginning. I remember there was just like a short amount of time and then the rest is going to be based around the bosses. But I hope you're enjoying this. I really think that this is kind of how this is supposed to go. It's just going to take a lot of tries, a lot of trial and error as we learn these fights. All right, thanks for watching. Bye now.